What's good, everybody? I'm Jayson from Press Magazine. We're here at the Overstand headquarters with Executive Producer Wattz and Director Troy Cherry of the 0 Degrees film. How you boys feeling today?
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
yes sir, yes sir.
Better than ever.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Lots of hard work getting put in. How's it feel for it finally to be, the day's here? Not the day, but, it's coming close.
I was just telling him, man, I'm finally getting nervous for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just ready for everybody to see all the hard work we put into this.
Most definitely.
And this is definitely for our city, for our culture. So, I just want to see how everybody like it and see how everybody feel it.
Yeah.
Same for me.
Yeah.
Because we put in a lot of hard work.
Got you. So how long, when I came in here, you said, you were just wrapping up editing literally as I walked in. So how long was the whole process for you guys?
Shoot, man, this process was longer than you could imagine, man. We came up with the concept for this movie. He came to me with just a story, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't know how to finish it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a tough decision. He took it and made it into.
He came to me with a good story, and I was like, yeah, bro, and I went and I wrote it. And this was 5 years ago.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So, even at that time, we was trying to pay people to write a movie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not write a movie, but shoot the movie for us. And, we had real life going on at that time, so we wasn't able to, pay for people. But he always said, man, we're going to end up shooting this ourselves.
Yeah.
And, we took that time. And then this year, after the pandemic, everything, not that had nothing to do with it, but it lit a fire, and we was like, we got to get this movie out. Because we don't know what's ever happening, so we got to get this movie out.
Yeah, got you. So as of right now, the trailer is just out. The movie premieres on January 7th, right? Correct?
Yes,
so for those that have seen the trailer, it's real intense, captivates the viewer. But in your guys' words, what's like a quick summary of the movie without giving too much away?
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, you can.
Without giving it too much, all right, so the main character is Antoine Morgan. He starts off the movie, he's the #1 player in the country playing basketball. Comes from a middle-class family. His father's dead. He lives in an inner-city neighborhood. When you live in an inner-city neighborhood, your friends are the people in the neighborhood, And when you're young, I still want to show that innocence in him to where, when you live in the hood or urban areas, you might have friends that make different choices than you, but you can still love them the same. So, he goes through trials and tribulations, and basically the whole entire story just is a journey of this young man getting hit with blow after blow after blow after blow from life. And, it's just a black man's perspective on some stuff we can go through sometimes.
Most definitely.
And I want to give insight into the mind of a person that is forced to make bad decisions sometimes, because we all been there. And there's a group of people out there that might say, we control our choices, but sometimes emotion and circumstances, man, they come together, and we get ourselves into some bad situations, man. But it's just a story of trying to overcome that.
Yeah, most definitely. Anything to add?
Nah, he said it all.
Yeah.
Because like what this story is, I don't. But what this story is, it can happen to anybody in that particular environment.
It's a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? There's parts in the movie where you understand, okay, this black man, he got in trouble. He didn't have money for a lawyer, so he dealt with a public defender. You know what I'm saying? So that caused his circumstances.
Just being subject to walking to, just what's going on. You know what I mean?
Walking to the store, your life can change.
Yeah.
That's how we feel where we're from, and we want to make a movie for the people that feel that same way too.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't no different than Trayvon Martin going to get some Skittles, but this is just different. It didn't happen like that because in our neighborhood, it might not be a racist white man.
Yeah.
But it's somebody with a gun that don't mean you harm.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes. So,
yeah,
without giving it away so much, it's just, he gonna go through some ups and downs. It's a real drama about love, betrayal, you know what I'm saying, heartbreak. It's a lot of action in there. A lot of people's loyalty gonna be questioned in this movie. So
So it's obvious that you guys have a lot of passion and heart for telling this story. And you touched on it a little bit, but, you know, take it all the way back. How did this all really come together? Like, when did you two come together and say, all right, this is something that we want to tackle and we want to attack?
Beginning of this year was the time. We've never been far removed from each other. He's been running his company, I've been running my company, but this is something we always had together. So around March, we said, let's go. We put it down. So we're coming up on about 9 solid months of work. All fully funded from us. The help of our videographer, man, Jordan. That's unmatched, man.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we just had the right puzzle pieces fall in place. 9 months, boom, here we are.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need. Right place, right time.
Yeah, preparation. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we started this 5 years ago. So once we hit the ground running, I didn't have to know the story. I seen the movie 1,000 times.
Yeah, before we even
start shooting it.
Exactly. So Watts, talk to me about how, you know, you came up with this story and how to tell it in this specific way.
I mean, I just had the story. I didn't tell it no certain way because he basically took. I just had a story. I just had an idea. You know what I mean? A 3/4 idea. You know what I'm saying? And he took it and made it into a movie. You know what I'm saying? And then with the production company, Teal High Productions, we, like he said, Jordan for visuals, we took, you know, that and mixed it with the idea and the story and how it was written out and the dialogue, you know, just like a whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
See, first, in order, man, this gonna have to be this gonna be a real interview, man, because you gotta understand where we come from before we even got to the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hear.
So we the movie was never. I'm a clothing designer and a graphic designer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the media field. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So we just took all our skills. Like even back when we started together, we had a record label together. And we both stopped rapping because we didn't want to be in front of the camera. We wanted to be behind and get into business. So we both started our own companies. Now we just all came back with the skill set. I never knew I was going to be a director, but I know I'm a managerial type person. I'm going to write everything down. I'm going to point people this way and that way. It just happened like that. He know he going to take all the footage. He know what the shot look like and the audio look like to go take it back to the computer, chop it up the right way, and it's just a perfect mixture of what happened. You know what I'm saying?
And did you guys know? Like, did you always know that you had this, you know, chemistry, or did, you know, filming it? Did that kind of highlight it?
We've been doing shit. Like, I'm talking about events. I'm talking about everything. Like anything we could do in entertainment, we always in-housed it. You know what I'm saying? That's he always did the graphics.
We each other go-to guys.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure. I got a lot of different business ventures, but when I lock in with my bro, I know what he's doing. That's real. So that's why this movie mean a lot more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We lost a lot getting to here, and you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely got to feel good. It's got to feel real good for sure. For sure. Was there any ideas, you know, when you were kind of figuring out how you wanted to tell this story, you know, did you go down one path and then figure out, nah, this isn't going to work, or was it just kind of streamlined?
Just my idea of it, I wanted to be authentic. I didn't really want the actors have to, well, us both, we didn't want them have to really turn into turn into that person. You know what I mean? We really, like, the persons that they play in this particular movie are really them. You know what I'm saying?
From the casting aspect, like, don't get me wrong. When we first wrote this, man, we had all different type of characters in the city.
Real.
Like, I had people picked out. You know, some people passed away, unfortunately, like that couldn't even make the role. Like, everybody that's in their role, it was meant. It just happened like that.
Yeah.
But nobody's acting far off script.
Got you. Yeah, no, so that perfectly segues into what I was going to ask next. Who is Antoine Morgan as he relates to the story, and why was Uptown Demo, you know, the perfect person to play him?
Damn.
That's a good question. That's a great question. So the name Antoine Morgan, let's break down the name. You know what I'm saying? So we both have best friends that passed away at an early age.
6 months apart.
6 months apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was when Twan died, he called me, and it was just like crazy, like, you know what I mean? So we shared that aspect. But his best friend's name was Antoine, and my best friend's name was Anthony, but his last name was Morgan, so it's Antoine Morgan.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And As far as Demo knows both of these people. They his brother too. It brings it even more that much special because Demo like my little bro. That's like my little brother. Like, so I purposely didn't cast him first. This was somebody else. I didn't.
Yeah, we had somebody different. We shot a clip with somebody different. The first scene we shot, it was with a totally different actor.
He wasn't the first choice. Simply because he was too close to the situation, and I didn't want to kick our movie off, making people think, oh, this is just something about them. I want to include the city, like. But at the end of the day, we shot that first one. It was cool, but I didn't feel the magic, and I just was like, I ain't about to block this, man. I'm gonna go get him because I know he's talented. Outside of he could battle rap in front of a crowd full of people. That takes nerves. Yeah. So if you say action, he know how to be who he got to be. So. Yeah, he did a great job leading the characters around him too. Yeah. You know, he had some minor acting background, and he really brought that to the screen, and everybody fed off that. That's why this movie is looking like how it's looking.
Got you. So, characteristic-wise, what kind of person is Antoine Morgan in the movie? Like, when we find him at the beginning, how does he start out and how does he end?
He's a hooper. That's it, for real. He's a hooper. His whole life revolves around basketball.
He's a basketball player, and he's not a violent person, but he's not a punk neither. Like he definitely grown up in his circumstances. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not that kid that, unfortunately, I know some kids that's in high school right now. They're not uncomfortable around a gun. He's one of them kids. Like, but he don't partake. Yeah. If somebody try to give him one, he gonna say no. He know right from wrong. His mom, you know, he gonna do what he gotta do to take care of his mom, his little sister and stuff. But you know, his ability to not back down is gonna, you know, it's gonna play a part in it too. You know, him being real competitive, and you know, he's a fighter. Yeah,
most definitely. So now, kind of taking it back to, you know, the creation of the film, what things and inspiration did you guys take? Was there certain directors or films that you guys watched that, you know, while you were filming the movie, you're like, oh, I kind of want it to feel like this. I kind of want it to look like this.
I mean, my inspirations is more of like BMF. Belly was a big inspiration too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at like how 50 do like his programs. You know what I'm saying? How that's shot. You know what I'm saying? And how it's edited and the seriousness of it. You know what I'm saying? Just that type of shit. That's what I was really like.
It just came from being a fan of the art. It's definitely parts in this movie. It's gonna feel like a movie. You know what I mean? Different parts from different movies. Yeah. You know what I mean? We definitely didn't bite nothing. But at the end of the day, like, shit, I wanted to display my love for movies too. So it's definitely parts in there that pay homage to Belly, Paid in Full, Love and Basketball. Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because these are classic movies.
And was all that intentional, or did that kind of just happen as the filming went on?
Man, it was kind of intentional, but not intentional.
Yeah, I got you. Like, you're not, like you said, you're not biting anybody's style, but, you know, paying homage.
Definitely, like, if I'm gonna try to get a point across to you, if I say, hey, they walking in through the doors right here, you remember how they walked in on Belly? You gonna get that feel across. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're gonna feel that. But then it's been parts where I've been watching playback on the movie, some of our scenes, and somebody else that's watching with me would be like, some Love and Basketball shit. Like, I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. Like,
got you.
But you never really know. That's subconscious, man. This is like a big ass Van Gogh I'm painting. Like, and there's a lot of moving parts. Like, making a movie is really the Matrix. Yeah. Anybody who made a movie, it's the Matrix. It's a lot of puzzle pieces gotta move simultaneously and fit. Because if they don't, you can't promise nothing to nobody.
Even from the beginning, even from organizing the casting, you know, just from the jump, it's just all a big ass puzzle. Like, but it's inspirational to me because I learned a lot doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's like a different level of education. Just from, you know, jumping off the porch and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go to school for this shit. I didn't go to school for this shit. Jordan didn't go to school for this shit. But, you know, we took it upon ourselves to learn how to do this shit. Yeah. And we got it done.
And do you think, you know, not having that formal training worked in your guys' benefit? Like, you didn't feel like you had to fit in this rigid box or You know what I'm trying to say?
I think hell yeah, because we self-taught with everything. Dating back, like he said, when we was doing the music thing, like we had to do our own shows. We did our own graphics. We recorded our own music.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
You know what I'm
sit
saying?
Back and really think I wasn't taught nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't taught nothing. And that ain't like trying to be on a boast brag or nothing, because I wish somebody would have taught me that. But that's why we teach people. I bet you right now, a young kid coming to me and want to shoot a movie, he gonna be with me on the next one. Each one teach one. That's the same with everything I do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So now we know.
Got you. Yeah. So now talking about like the actual filming of the movie, you know, what kind of vibe were you guys trying to set on the set? Was it, you know, did you try to keep things kind of lighthearted, or did you want it to be, you know, more serious to fit the vibe of the film?
Shit, it was lighthearted. I'm trying to keep everybody happy. You feel me? First of all, let's say Demo's my brother. I love you, bro. Shout out, man. Me and this man fight like real brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes we on set and I'm like, you know, we really had them moments. You feel me? Like, but he professional. You know what I'm saying? He pulled it through. You know what I mean? Like, we both professionals. Like, that's another thing that we learned on our own, is how to be professional. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got love scenes and everything.
Yeah.
Like, we trying to keep it nice. You know what I mean? But then when we got the club scenes and stuff where it's a lot of extras and stuff, you know, you're just trying to keep a whole respect level, you know, and you know, be thankful and be humble that people is here to help you bring your stuff to life.
Yeah, most definitely. So now, what, a week or so out before the premiere? I mean, after all it's said and done, what's the most rewarding thing about this whole process? And on the back end, what's been the most challenging thing through the whole thing?
I'll do challenging.
Shit, rewarding. The rewarding part of it is that, I mean, shit, we some kids from Columbus, man. I mean, this is a Columbus authentic movie. It ain't gonna get more authentic. All the music in here is from Columbus. Some of the greatest of the sounds. I'm proud of the soundtrack. Like, the actors, it's all Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Like, the crew, the establishments that let us shoot in there, it's all Columbus. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud that we made a movie, and people are gonna see how good we use our own resources here in the city.
Yeah.
We don't gotta go out of town to make a big movie. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great and all that, but there's some stuff to bring here, and you know, I'm glad to contribute to that, to what Columbus got going on in this new culture.
Yeah. And the challenges, I would say, it's just like we said, it's a big ass puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So like, with that being a big ass puzzle, I like to compare it like to a football team. It's a lot of pieces, and everybody got to play their position for it to get done. And it take a level of consistency that come with that once you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was a big challenge. It was a good challenge though, because it taught us a whole lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah. So I mean, you guys have been touching on it this whole conversation, but in like a few sentences, what message do you want to send to the people through this film?
I mean, just from my perspective, just like, you know, you can do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you willing to be organized, you know what I'm saying? I want to inspire the next actor. You know, it's a lot of rappers and motherfuckers out here doing the same shit, but it's really not too many people playing the field of, you know, acting. You know what I'm saying? And if we could, and directing or
even the audio, like,
just the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we on set, it's like I said, it's a football team. You got your director, your cameraman, your audio man, the actors. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we can inspire those people who partake in building this shit, that'd be what's up.
From the aspect of the movie, I want the fans to know that the movie is about decisions. You know what I'm saying? And to anybody that's ever been faced with a hard decision that, you know, ain't always come out in their favor, or, you know, you trying to get over something from your past or anything. You know what I mean? Like, life's about decisions. And sometimes we play the cards we was dealt. So if you ever felt like that, just know that this movie was made by somebody who feel like you.
Gotcha. Three words to describe the film. 3 words.
Classic. Biggie.
I
got several.
What am I saying? Because I'm thinking one of a
If you
kind.
want, you can.
I'm thinking one of a kind. That
He said, well, Biggie, I said classic.
He doesn't even need 3, just 1.
Man.
Right.
Just one.
I'm trying to think of the next
Instant
one.
classic, I guess that's too.
Yeah.
Classic.
Gotcha. Yeah. And not to think too far into the future, no, because you still want to. The movie hasn't even come out yet, and you want to, kind of feel the emotion when it hits theaters. All right, well, that wraps up our interview. Once again, I'm Jayson Megacy with Press Magazine, here with Wattz and Troy Cherry. 0 Degrees hitting theaters when?
January 7th.
January 7th.
Go check it out.